Obviously, this is an economic development recruitment process by which we invite companies to come and look at our community, and with our partners with the partnership has been exceptional with the city and the county and BBA to make this happen. So what the work goes in of showing what we have, talking about our workforce, the land, the community as a whole.
So as we began the process with Smucker's, first and foremost, the county's foresighted development of the site. You know, companies need to go very quickly in today's supply chain world, and by having a site that is ready to go with Ted's leadership, that literally they can begin construction on next week, is a critical component. If you're not ready to sell, then you don't have an opportunity. Then it became workforce availability. In a time where we know our country is very tight on labor, our partnerships with the community college system, with the local community being able to document the workforce, and then in particularly Steve Amon and the county's commitment to be great partners to deliver permitting and to deliver capacity building and record pace. So it all had to work well, but the work started years ago in acquiring land and getting it developed and ready to go.
2025 is the anticipated day to have all of the first two phases complete. That's what it is.
That would be when the plan is fully operational. Is that to understand that correctly?
Yes, that would. That date signifies 2/3 of the numbers that you've heard here today for total build out. So total build out has been discussed as 1.1 billion and 750 jobs anticipated. The 25 day is in recognition of 2/3 of that capacity, roughly 2/3 of the spend and 2/3 of the job.
What's the third phase?
Third phase would be 50% more increase in production capacity, roughly 1/3 more in hiring to support those operations.
And the focus is going to be Uncrustables, is that right?
That is all this factory will make is Uncrustables. So generally speaking, what seems to be probably a pretty simple product actually is not simple to manufacture. There's a significant amount of equipment required to do that, and which includes what I've been told is the world's largest bakeries. So this includes baking our own bread as well on site.
This is truly a great company that's going to pay a great wage. And again, as Ron just alluded, the challenge for us is to have that quality workforce. With a quality company and a quality pay level, we know we're going to get the workers for them.
Yeah, and to go just slightly deeper on that, when we look at our region and our workforce participation rate, we continue to be below the national average. So we know we're going to have above average jobs to bring people out of self-imposed retirement, self-imposed being on the sidelines. And we know these kind of jobs enable families to change their lives, not just individuals. So, you know, if we were average, we'd have 17,000 more workers in our workforce today without growing the population. And we know it's going to take companies like Smucker's to encourage people to rejoin the workforce. And so finding the people is not our worry. It's how do we keep creating more and better jobs for the citizens of Jefferson County. Yeah, we know that this facility will draw from at least 3 counties on its workforce because it's the nature of our workforce. If you look at any major employer in our region, folks believe, if you ask somebody where the center of their economic activity is, they're always going to tell you Birmingham in this region. But we know they live, work, and spend their money all across the region. So we'll see workers come from Bibb County. It's right adjacent to the area. We'll see workers come from as far away as Tuscaloosa. Now, shame on us if we don't find a way to get them to move to Jefferson County and move to one of the great cities that we have in this county. But first, it's about meeting our obligation. And that obligation is that the greatest force for change is a job. If we want to change the lives of families, we want to change government, communities, churches, the way you do that is by ensuring that people have money in their pockets. And that only happens with a great job.
Ron, you talk about.
Absolutely. That's a given. That's a given that it's coming for Shelby because literally the site is right there at the corner of all three of those.